as a imploded protest against my objections to this movie as a teacher of 9 and 10-year-old kids of a demographic quite similar to you see in the movie. Especially the scene on the couch where they gave him real weed when they were supposed to give him fake weed, and they're about to tell the kids I teach. I do not appreciate that scene. Just gonna say that.
And the feeds.
What? Yes, indeed.
Fed.
It's a little late.
And the Fed. Many years later.
Well, it's a little different. It's funny because like sometimes people like that I work for that usually don't take any interest in my music at all. If they Google me, they read about the film and then they come up like, I just think it's so great that you did the soundtrack for the film Kids. You should really talk to your students about that. I think it'd be very inspiring. And I'm like, did you read a summary of that movie? No, I will not do that. And one of my colleagues, my mentor teacher, my first 3 years in the district, was a huge Natural One fan. And she didn't know that I was in that band until about 9 months through the first year that we were working together. And because I don't talk about it, you know, I don't know how she found that out. But anyway, so like then she, a colleague of ours played the Natural One video for that. I was teaching 3rd grade, so that's 8 and 9-year-olds. And Cynthia Woodburn played the video for these kids, and Lori was really pissed. She was like, "Did you played them the scene with the toy zebra dry humping?" I don't know if you remember that scene. There's anyway. I told Cynthia, "Don't do that again."
You know, it's funny. No one in my day job gives a fuck. No.
What's your day job?
Fair enough. What's my day job?
He's a podcaster.
I'm a podcaster. Check out my podcast. Raw Impressions. Available on Spotify. Please download and give us a 5-star review.
If you've enjoyed this podcast, please do leave a review wherever you get your podcasts. But more important than that, please tell just one person that you enjoyed this show, because word of mouth, more than any other form of promotion, is how creative works get noticed and sustain themselves. Thank you very much. I love that
That was a
podcast.
verbatim from the 500 songs that you...
History of Rock and 500 songs. Anyone listen to that? Shit, it's really good.
Wow.
Yeah, I've listened to, well, sort of, I feel like I've been, I wouldn't want to say cheating, but when I listen to it with my partner, we have to listen to the whole thing in order, right? You know, so we earned the 60s. We listened, you know, from number 1. Love Me Do is episode 100, right? So, you know, going through all the 50s. And then I go on tour with Lou, and she turned him on to it, and he likes it, but now it's just like, you know, cherry picking stuff. And so I feel like I'm going to have to go home and fill this back in and kind of like backfill. But we listened to the Velvet Underground episode, you know, the other day, and I didn't think there was anything new I could really hear about that topic that would interest me after reading so much about it. But it was really good. It actually was really good. It was really respectful to Nico, which I appreciated, because I think that
Let's talk about my podcast. We're gonna fucking talk about podcasts. Come on!
Anyway, there's a reason that podcast is way down at number 56 on the Apple Podcast charts, and Raw Impressions is at number 1. And, you know, yeah, I recommend you go check it out. There are lots of versions of songs on my new album. And I'm sorry, Lou, I cock blocked your promo. Sorry, the later the set gets, the longer the set goes, the more I start talking. It's kind of a problem. So. made it through that without fucking it up.
Best version of
Thank
your
you so
tour.
much. Actually, one thing they talk about at the Spyro Sound Pros is how a lot of pop music is always like 4/8, 4/8. And like if you have a 5 or something that's off that count, it really sounds weird.
Jim Beam
And Lou is really, when we put our records together, a big advocate for non-even numbered song structures. So that's something again, Lou, I'm just giving you massive props tonight. First is your bass playing, that's your arrangement skills, so thank you.
I only drink Jim Beam when I can't sing, because it actually helps me sing. It makes it much worse the next day. Everything's terrible. But right now it feels good. So I don't generally drink and play these days. I certainly have a history of drinking and playing, but that was a long time ago. Cheers, everyone.